Today is January 20th, and we're walking into the Aquarius energy. Alright, let me calm down and turn this off, and let's get regular. How y'all doing? Didn't that sound lovely? I love it. How y'all doing today? I'm doing good. I feel great. I hope everyone is in this energy today. And this is the energy we are in today, walking into, it says Mystic Mondays Tarot, walking through the Aquarius energy for the month. It says Ten of Cups energy. Wholeness, connection, full circle. You've come full circle and you're feeling emotionally fulfilled, especially with your relationship and family. The bond that you share are warm and harmonious, creating a strong foundation. A inner peace you have overflows with clarity and grace, reaching beyond death through cells in your body to your soul. Time is in your favor, holding space for you to fully express yourself in relationship. Reveal in the beautiful moment. It is here where you can appreciate and connect between your friendships and your relationships you have with yourself. You are very in line with your personal values, creating an ultra strength and resistance, enjoying time with your loved ones, knowing that wholeness you experience with the reflect the wholeness you've created for yourself. That's lovely. So wholeness, connection, and full circle. So everything you worked hard for in that Capricorn energy, everything you've been ending your 2025 with, everything that you've gathered, all the lessons and the trials and the tribulations and the things that you had to acquire to be where you are today, walking into this Aquarius energy. So that means you did a lot of digging and deepening and cleaning in January, that root chakra. We're not fully full circle there. We are in that energy, but we still got a long way to go. We're still in the winter seasons, and February is more of a pink. So we add a little light, to the red. So we're still working on it, but we got some ways to go. So let's not rush and just sit in this moment and make this a habit. Continue to do this for the next 30 days, the next month. Continue to walk in your faith. Continue to know who you are. Build those relationships and not break them, This is when you're content and connected. You're fully aligned. You're talking with God. You're getting the signals. You're handling your emotions. You're not overreacting. You're vibrating high. You're full of love and happiness. That is lovely. No more broken family, disjointed or blocked intimacy. Picture perfect is within your reach. Come on now, that we not in that energy no more. So we're going to close that up. Let's pull a crystal that can help us on our journey this month. Thank you. Oh, I should have known. It says, get curious. If we were able to really get my stories and my message out that we were going through in Capricorn, this would have made a lot of sense. But I'm going to see how much I can relate. And now that, what we've been through. I'm not even going to speak because they're going to try to do it again. They stopped me. Yeah, I thought I had a grip on it. They totally stopped me. But let's see. Get curious. This is about knowing where your roots come from, that root chakra. Remember, we're not all the way out. We understand what we should have understood, but they didn't let me get that message out. So now we got to start all over. But I'm not going to dwell in that. Let's get to it. You need to know where you come from. Not just the world, the map that they show you and what they built and what, his story is not. We need the scrolls. We don't even need those, really. We do. But we need to walk in cause and purpose now. We need to release the distractions. We need to get in control of our emotions. We got to figure out what we really working for and towards every day. No more confusion. No more puppet shows. We got to reach for those stars and really see what that means. Bottom of the deck. I knew it. Make sure y'all get those crystals, okay? Becoming, I don't know, timberable. I don't know, but this really has to do with our foundation and rebuilding that structure. And that picture looks like some ancient times and ancient stories and some stuff that, where did we come from? That stuff wasn't just made overnight. It's layers to it. It's deep. It's a full circle moment. They said we were in our full circle moment. The veil has been lifted. Are you guys ready to see what's the truth? Are y'all open enough to accept the truth and not be bamboozled? Let's go ahead and begin this message. Have hope. Your hope is blocked. 1 and 7. They want you to be confused. 7 is God. That little person inside, shining ball of light. They don't want you to know who you are and what you're connected to, source. 1 in self. You are. I am. And once you shine on that and you learn how to connect with that and fully move with that, you won't be blocked anymore. But right now, everyone is blocked, everyone is frozen, everyone is confused because what are we believing in? They said all you got to do is believe like Tinkerbell and you can fly. But what is the belief? So if they confuse you and they be like, I seen that with my own eyes. Oh no, you're tripping. You're crazy. AI. That's AI. Don't worry, that's not real. You don't know what to believe in. But now, they said drop it. I got a message for us. They said, good and bad. They getting deep today, you guys. I love it. I love what I do and I'm thankful. And I'm happy I'm here to do it. I'm glad I was chosen. So now we got 1 and 7. That's 8 is on his way. All right. So now 1 and 8 is on our way, is 9, completion. But what is that to be completed? The good and bad. What is God? What is the devil? What are the demons? What's going on? That was the confusion. That was the blockage. That's what's holding you back from really 11:44 on the clock. They don't want you to know anything. That's what's like, if you don't know, then you can't fly. If you don't know who you are, how can you grow? How can you get the abundance? How can you heal? How can you do anything? How can you fully create? So now, since you don't know who you are, self, 1 is self, you don't know that you're abundant. So So how can you have authority or power or anything if you don't know? This is stability. If you don't have the stability, keep them fooled, keep them confused, keep them all over the place. Block them from their growth. No green, no glory. 4, 5, they going in order. This is, trial and error. They're putting all these distractions and fear and all ego and pride and drugs and alcohol temptations, and that's the devil. No, that's just them trying to slow you down from realizing who you are. Tricked you. Go party tonight, drink some alcohol. Don't know that y'all are vibrating and going crazy in there, and that's what's making us come, because 5, difficult life changes. Make those changes. Leap them hurdles. Be fit enough to land that. A lot of these people, we can't jump that in real life. No, you cannot. So how do you think spiritually or emotionally or anything would you be able to jump that? No, you're not in tune. You're not aligned. You're not the same thing. You weren't trained for that. You don't know. Yeah, like I said, one. Now we in 6, so they explaining it to us now. So we got 5, 5. You in this distraction, this confusion, the veil. That's the devil. Don't touch it. No. They don't want you to know what's really going on. Temptation. Just show them. Just dangle something in front of. I bet you they gonna want to go get it. I bet you they gonna want to be better than the next person. Y'all are being fooled. So now, cover all that up. January was understanding who you are. Root. Getting rid of that was, if y'all was able to get that message, it was about cleaning out the soil, cleaning out the dirt, getting a bigger pot, figuring out who you are and what you're here for and what's going on, and understanding, not being fooled anymore. Understanding that you're the one blocking you from you. It's you versus you. That's what balance is. Remember? Come on. They don't want you to know. So they make it so hard for you to know. Go figure it out. I had to do it this way. You gotta go do it this way. I had to do it. Now it's your turn. No. Come on. Blocking growth. So physically, we're not going anywhere as a nation, as a community, as a family, as anything. Self. No one's growing because the roots are all. The last message said bacteria and viruses, that too, but if you were there, you would understand that that's not the level we were talking on. We were on a different level. These roots have been soiled, like, degraded. You don't know who you are. You don't know where you're from. You don't know what's going on. You don't know what you're eating. You don't know you don't know nothing. So all you doing is emotionally surviving, just bouncing around, bouncing off of each other, going crazy. Now nothing can get together to work as one. War, chaos, no growth, no trees, no leaves, no oxygen. If we had better oxygen, we could grow, we could live. They don't want us to get that deep. So I'm somebody trying to stab me in the throat. No more. I looked at it in reverse. There's nothing to hide anymore. We're not afraid of the dark anymore. Don't be afraid of the dark. The unknown. Have faith in who you are. Don't your body warn you everything? But since we so childlike, they don't want us to be in this energy no more. They don't want us to be like just reacting. This is very emotional child, a baby. They don't want us to act babyish no more. You can't make no boss decisions, no boss moves. You can't move no waters. You can't move the nation. You can't do on nothing. They didn't teach you that. Okay. Then they gave all the willpower to the man. The Lord, the glory for the king. Whatever he say, go. Very emotional. This is a lot. I want to get deeper. 1, 7, 5, 4. It was 3, 4, 5. So 7. This has to do with conquer, power. They want to say I'm bigger than you. I'm sorry, I forgot. Y'all didn't get to go through Capricorn energy with me. Only I did by myself. So we're going back into our feminine energy. Men like to have war. Men like to slam heads against each other and say, ha, ha, ha. They want chaos. They don't know how to control their emotions. They don't know how to lead. They don't know. They got ego and pride. So it's a lot of destruction. So F whatever she's saying as well, because she don't know. So nobody's following their hearts. Nobody knows where they come from. They think this is just a man hanging from the tree, but this represents way more than that. You are the tree. If you feel me, you feel me. This is 7 of Wands is God. The temptation, the decisions, the fight, the distractions. You got to be strong enough on this journey, in this war, to fight off all of it. You got to get your respect back, your honor, be noble. They said if you're going to be masculine, you need to learn how to balance your feminine, because now we got all these gay men out here. Because none of them ready for battle, but they want, be men again and let whatever you do behind closed doors be that. But when you outside on the battlefield, you are a man. Rinse off all the things that they said were said. It's not the truth. Aquarius, water bearer, they came to rinse us clean. It's time for us to take our life back, our world, our abilities, our mind, the control. It don't even have to be control. Just let me be free. Washing away all the old pain, all the old programming, all the old ways. This is what we're here for. If we don't clean out these cups, how you gonna put some good clean water in these dirty broken cups? No 9 of cups. No 9 of cups. Because nobody has chosen. You haven't. Back in the day, it'll be like, are you ready to get baptized and be a man of the Lord and choose the Lord to be? And then you got all these but I want to, but I got all this. I gotta make this money. I gotta talk to this shorty. I gotta be cool to the brothers. I gotta, but nobody really got a clue. Juggling. You don't know if you should be going up or down. Y'all don't know what y'all doing. The door is just open. It ain't hard. It's never been. They just kept you blindfolded and confused. Now, how you gonna fight a war and you just a little boy flying around? So when a little baby gets something cool, you finna kill yourself. You are not prepared. You wasn't bred to be prepared. No more fighting. 5 of Wands. No more fighting each other, self. Make these changes. Stop having ego. Stop trying to be better than the next. Just be love and light. Y'all are confused on the purpose. Y'all not worried about the right stuff. Y'all worried about the wrong crap. Reach for the stars. Have better aspiration. Have better goals, values, hopes, and dreams. A lot of people just want the brand new J's that just came out. I'm just finna stud on them. Everybody want to continue to live in that old way. When this is a new, we're raising the vibration. We're getting out of that old programming and that old way of life where we want to be free. We don't want to be slaves no more. We don't want that slave mentality. Okay? So once you decide, wave that white flag. It's simple. All right, let's see. Let's keep going. When I say I was supposed to do a little short message and it ended up being a whole bunch, it's not my fault, okay? It says mental health. Okay, that's what we've been, mental health. And exercise. And inspiration. That's what they want y'all to work on right now. Is getting healthy, having better goals, and better healing your heart in hero pose. I should have known. So now that you know that, well, I hope we this far in, I hope you know that who you are, or at least want to know who you are. And that's when you get that stability. Once you know who you are and you heal your heart chakra, when nobody can hurt your feelings, nobody can trigger your pride, none of that old stuff, like all the old joking and clowning people. Yo, nose too big. Yo, you too black. You fat. None of that. If you love yourself and work out and you eat healthy and you worried about the good stuff, you know? And hero pose, it says reflection. Bow down. Be grateful. What are you doing? You ain't never, if we was to go to war right now with whoever is the big boss, what you gonna be doing? On their feet, kissing their toes. Please don't kiss me. Come on now. Get it together. Just because somebody don't have as much as you, that don't mean nothing. Some people, we so lost. I was so lost. But now we are found. Let me keep pulling. No, they say you going. I'm going. Okay. That's all in my business. New moon. I like that one. They said slow down. You know, that I did see that card, but I put it back. So, you know now. And join. You ready to join? You ready to come back into the garden? I am Runaway Rose. Let's go to the garden. We're going to celebrate. It says the peak, seeing results, achievement, gratitude, and self. That means we ready to join together as a nation to create something sustainable, rooted. Celebration. You can't celebrate if you ain't did nothing to change nothing or better nothing. The peak. Ooh, when we all vibrated so high. It says seeing results. Oh my God, the life could be so lovely. They don't want us to know. It says achievement, gratitude, and self. Speaks for itself. So that's the new moon. You know what you got to do. I knew. Who is this? Cancer. Don't be a Cancer. Don't be a burden to somebody. That's what I mean. Not, this is the energy or the zodiac sign of Cancer. But Cancer itself is like something you're dying from. Weak, sensitive, quiet, respectful, and peaceful. So they want you to think if you're weak and sensitive and quiet, that's what respectful is. That's what causing that's what peaceful is. No. Speak up for yourself. Stand up for yourself. Don't be sensitive. Don't cry. You hear me? Be respectful and peaceful, all in, like, come on, stand up. If somebody needs to be disrespectful, you shouldn't be shutting down and crying or none of that. Stand on all 10. Get healthy. So if you feel like, don't, come on now. Cut cords. It's time to change. Change. Change the old habits. Give it to God. Come on now. It says stopping you from growing. They don't want us to grow. They don't want us to know what we're capable of. They don't want us to be great. That's not what you want. We don't want them to stop us. Of course we don't. It says healthy. Why we got healthy so many times? Get healthy, healthy. We really need to be healthy. SS. I thought of the SEX. Yeah, stop having it. Wait till you find your person, your other half. Worry about your career. Dang. Let me keep going. We got another message. They don't play. When I tell you they don't play, they don't play. So some you know. Career. Future. Make a real goal. You worry about the real worries. It says full moon. Manifest your dreams. So these are what you should be worried about. These are the real goals and the real things that, you know, it's a midpoint. We halfway there. It says grinding matters into the light. So is that a G or a B? Bringing matters into the light. So always be of love. Always be of light. Come on. Let go of the things that no longer serve you. Light to see what needs to be changed. So now, I don't know. I feel like the word light down here is like, instead of getting so angry or frustrated or so quick to be more light about it, be more happy and, you know, be more and see what, I don't know. Full moon. Don't be wrong. People make mistakes. Come on, but it does get to a sense. You know when somebody not. KK. 7 is God, days, years, month, I don't know. Wax crescent. Growth, hope, intentions, rebuilding phase, self-improvement, goals. Yeah. Black moon. 2nd. New moon, same month, inward, focus, 1.5 or 3.5 days. So something is on its way. It said, oh, maybe not far away, but we on our way. Maybe April, the new year, new starts, new beginnings. We're planting new seeds. We're getting ready. We're preparing. Yeah, focusing on self. King. We want to be real kings. Leo. That's that courage. It says king, leader, power, needs attention, ruthless, confident, energy, beautiful, brave. They need us to get in there before August. I knew something was, I seen on the internet, they said something was happening. People was going to be floating. I had a dream about that too, but I didn't know it was going to come this soon. They said in August, something is happening. He coming. We got to get it right before God come, y'all. I think by August, something's going to happen by August. That's all I'm going to say. I thought I was tripping, but it came up in my reading twice. So I was supposed to been on here and I was supposed to be getting us right. But if we don't get it right before he get here, say, if you know he's coming and you still decide to stay in the old programming, they say when you know better, you do better. So gotta start doing better. Oh, I forgot to do this. God said, come on. Come on. That's 7 of hearts. He want to heal us. If you don't be serious about it, this is a serious. Spades is spirit. If you don't be serious and be on your way right now, this is black. Ain't nothing growing. God gonna take everything. So make these changes. Heal your heart. Grow. Or God gonna put his foot in your butt. No completion. No nothing. Heal it. Come on now. We gotta do it now. This is the scared rebel deck. What you scared of? Writing? It says going beyond the normal, new birth, gratitude, fertility. God, you hear what that is? He finna restart us. Beyond but beyond the mind and wonder. That's what I say. They trying to prepare y'all to think this stuff AI. And when it come and it happen, and then the bonkers, remember, something is happening. Get prepared. Leave all these distractions. Remember they said that lady on there with a button a day? And she was going to collect all these buttons? Are y'all collecting y'all buttons? Come on. What is going on? Chlamydia. AIDS. Oh my God. BV. King of Cups. So it says depression, abuse, relationships, and friendship. So the Knight of Cups, just because everybody has lust in their body, nobody can have real friends. Nobody can be real partners. Nobody can work hard because everybody's lusting. No real friendships, no real relationships. Everybody lonely and depressed because everybody's abusing their power in this world. And once y'all do all this, now everybody's sick. It says unhealthy. It says Eight of Pentacles, because everybody's unhealthy because everybody's envious. All right, don't be sensitive. And be understanding. Apathy and ungrounded. Once y'all get balanced and y'all ain't no more doing all this stuff, it says unsuccessful animal environment abuse. King of Pentacles. So everybody want to be big boss. Everybody want to be the king. Everybody, I'm dup. But everybody's still unsuccessful. Everybody's still living the same life. Everybody's still unhappy. Everybody's still living like animals. Everybody's still in a bad environment. Everybody else still going through abuse. It's still. So what is all this work we're doing and no results? Just give me my land and my 40 acres and a mule and leave me alone. So now our sons, we going through all this. Everybody going through all this. So every kid that comes after your son, his son, it don't matter. They still gonna be treated and doing the same thing. Live a little. Public lice. We can't even go outside and have fun because everybody got that nasty aunt. Three of Swords. It says fairness, mentally unbalanced, and scheming slander. So no more messy aunties, no more people being nasty in public, like, you know, not just nasty, but like doing it in public, but like, come on. When you leave your house, you should be able to be respectful, clean, and, you know, and when you come home, you should be able to be safe, protected, clean, like even when you go outside. And that's what we've been living with for a long time, is not being trusted and not being safe. And a lot of, you know, everybody just going wild. He said, slow down. So it say red. Everybody sees red because everybody going through the same stuff. It says eagerness, health, strength, physical energy, courage, intense emotion, sexuality, temper, and leadership. So everybody going through it. You can't be no leader if we all got conflict. It says logic, conflict. Nobody's doing anything. Masculine, open-minded. Nobody's confusion and nastiness. That's why I said we need to get back in this feminine energy. Be more open-minded and, and less confused, and stop being in this evil. Stop being evil. Everybody want the power. Everybody got ego. Everybody the man. Everybody. Come on. But everybody feminine as well, and everybody want the ding-a-ling. Now you a bitch. You want to be masculine on the outside. You want to be the boss. You want to do all this, but you still want some PP. Feminine. Yep. So if the women are looking for the men to rescue them, and the men looking for somebody to rescue them, ain't nobody gonna get rescued around here. How he saving somebody, something coming. Oh. Let me look at it this way. Since nobody know who they are, the magician, and they wanted men to come save them, and the men are not coming to save them, so their journey in their everyday life is not peaceful. You don't have no happiness. Not everybody mad, so you go outside, leave me alone, mad black woman, because the men are making the women peace and not coming to help them, and nobody's being strong. Like, no love. So the chaos in the world is because nobody's cups are healed or perfect or being poured into. Everybody's evil and angry because of what has been done to us, instead of being like, okay, we all been through this, we all going through the same thing, let's be nice, let's create something, let's grow, let's do something better. Everybody want to be evil. Dr. Evil. They say you're going too fast. So they said now we gotta reach for the stars, and we really gotta put it in God's hand. 7 of Cups. Yeah. So God gonna give us the strength to go get those cups, to heal those cups, to fix he said he got more. Queen of Cups out here. Okay. And this is what your mama and daddy was supposed to fill you up. So something major is gonna happen, but we don't got what we need right now to get this yet, but it's coming. We just gotta be patient while we search for these cups. But these are the cups that your mama and daddy was supposed to do for you and set you up right, so you could have been like do. And instead of being a beautiful mermaid enjoying life on the side of the rock, you became a siren, and then luring the men in, and then being sexual and subduing them, and that would just became the nature of the broken cups. That was the new generational curse. That was the new stuck. We don't got men. They weren't ready for war. They're not ready to fight. They're not prepared. They don't even know what they're fighting for. They're confused. Now they want to put a dress on and they want to be a girl. Oh my. Because everybody's heart's broken. They've been stabbed into. So everybody's dead. Nobody's put it in no work. Everybody can't have create. And nobody gonna celebrate and enjoy each other because that sword, that overall sword, that planted seed. No kings of wands and no kings of pentacles. So nobody's ever gonna have no money or no way or no power or no control because they can't make a decision. They let their emotions, they're not strong enough to be a man. Oh man, they getting deep. So now we gotta go find. We gotta find that safe haven. We gotta go find the leaders. We gotta go find the fighters. We gotta go find the hard workers, the lovers, the carers, the men that's ready to stand on business for this nation and for their family and to build something great. Them cups we've been looking for. This whole time we trying to find our peace. We trying to fight for something great. We just want to be loved. We want to be poured up. We want to be new. We don't want to fuss. We don't want to fight. We just want happiness. This is the whole thing. And since we can't get that, We so worried about what we can't get. We not worried about what we got. We can't enjoy our now because so much was taken from us that we don't even know what's the joy or the purpose of living no more. The queens all messed up. The queens don't fight. How can anything be beautiful? How can they tend to anything? How can they raise these kids? How can they pour into them and guide them and lead them if they all messed up? Because they following around a king, a emotional man that don't got nothing either. No emotional intelligence. Just a lot of bull crap. Now we all got to put these burdens down and start over. We know what's going on. Are we going to fight? Are we going to continue? Are we going to celebrate? Are we going to get married again? Are we going to have family? Or are we just going to sit around? No, we're not. So now it's time for him. Here, I got exactly what you need. All you got to do, are you ready to be baptized? And not no Christian baptized. Are you ready to take that vow, that understanding, that agreement to live and move on my breath? Nothing's more important than the people, the cause, the soul, the family, the happy, the roots, the love. This was a real love message. This was great, y'all. So we got to figure out how to get strong again. But that was amazing. That was Aquarius energy. Welcome. Welcome all the Aquariuses. Y'all ready? Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for listening. Make sure y'all tune in because now we got to walk all the zodiac signs through the Aquarius energy. Let's see how this will go. They not stopping us no more. See ya.